All right, day 4, nurses, of 10 ways and 10 days of ways to vet a program, a creator, or a course that you may be looking into purchasing. So one of the easiest ways to do a little deep dive on the potential person, course, program, is to do a search in Google reviews. And so what I mean by that is not just search up the business itself, but go and search up the business and do a / and type in lawsuits. And if there's any litigations that took place with that business, that could be a red flag. And so you'd be surprised at the people who've been involved in lawsuits under different business names, and then they may have rebranded as a new name, but their name usually is consistent because it's the same person's name. Their name is usually consistent. Is I would read what you find. You will find a lot of things on Reddit, you will find a lot of things on Trustpilot, and you will find a lot of things on All Nurses. And a lot of times it is other nurses talking about the course or the program that they bought and how they felt that they were maybe misled, or how they felt that the course did not provide them with the necessary tools to build a successful business. So I definitely would advise looking into if there is any type of litigation type stuff related to that business that they are teaching you about. And so understand that. If they've had multiple rebrandings, that could be another red flag. Also, why so many rebrandings? Sometimes people do rebranding because they create a business and they get investors into that business, and then that business kind of dissolves because of lack of success or merit. And they end up rebranding and getting more investors. And so a lot of times these are your flashy people that you're going to see out here that have, tons of money. They got the cars, they got the lifestyle. They're selling you on a lifestyle. And so a lot of times what they're doing is they're living off of the investors' fundage. And so that's a whole other issue in itself. But a lot of things I do tell people also to look into is if they've written a book, go to Amazon and look at their book reviews. If the book review, is something, and you're seeing a lot of people write, well, it lacks depth or it lacks substance. That could just be that book didn't have the legs to stand on about what it was that they were teaching. So if the book lacks depth or substance, their course may lack depth and substance. These are the types of things you have to think critically through and read through different reviews and see what people are saying. Some people are gonna be like, yeah, great, I love it. Is that their friends and family saying they love it, or is it people that actually have implemented the book or the course or whatever in their own life? So that's kind of the stuff that I would look at. We really have to look at the hard details of what is inside of the course based on what you know as your own entity and what you need to know. For example, we have people that reach out all the time and they may be asking about different types of things with my business. What I find is a lot of people have taken courses elsewhere. Foot care courses I'm talking about. They've taken the foot care courses elsewhere, and then they're like, well, I took the foot care course over here, but I just need the business. And that's fine, but my course is not built like that. My course is not here just to teach you the business side of it. And that is why it's important that you do the deep dive and research what it is that you're buying and who you're buying from. Do they teach you everything you need to know to launch that business, if that is what your goal is? If you're just wanting to learn how to do foot care for the hell of it, then that's one thing. But if you want to actually build the business and be successful and leave the bedside, then you need to know, is that educator going to provide you with those types of information and that type of those types of legs to stand on in that course? Does that provide that for you? And that's the kind of stuff you have to learn about and do your research and do your deep dive. Because we're not going to, creators are not, content people are, and builders of businesses and builders of courses are not going to discount their course because you've taken a course elsewhere. And I've had a lot of people ask me to do that, and that is just not going to happen. So that's a hard no for me. I put a lot of time and effort and a lot of years and a lot of expertise went into building my course. So no, I'm never going to discount it for somebody else because they've taken a course elsewhere. And neither should you if you are somebody that's built a course and people are asking you that stuff. Once your course is built and done and you've delivered it to the market and you've got success with people and you can show that success and that is your data, that you have proof that your course works, you should never ever feel that you have to discount or do anything like that. So I got off the topic there a little bit, but that's what I would suggest the next level to be in looking into, courses that you're looking at buying. Hope that helps.